realized, okay, really, really quick. That is the first time I've ever heard of the grid light system working. Have you ever had it work for you, Will?
I haven't. No, I don't think I can remember any actual evidence coming from a grid system. I mean, we use them all the time, but I don't think we've ever gotten any actual evidence from it.
I mean, this is the first time I've even, I think one team, actually half of their team was from Connecticut. They told me like one time they saw a shadow walk through it, but that's the only other time I've ever heard of this working. So that's kind of wild to me.
Wow.
Okay, back to the story. We also heard Ben's voice. The part that made me think it was all real was when they used the spirit box and he was answering every question and stated that his name was the nickname we gave him in the restaurant, Ghost Khan. Tigget said Ben actually has been good for business, with a lot of regular customers inquiring about new sightings or events. Several customers have claimed to have witnessed weird things at Ramanya, including a music box playing, feelings of being watched by a man's figure, and, since Connecticut Spirits investigation, Tigget no longer is fearful of the shadowy man hanging around. I personally like having him around. I think he's good luck. Porto said she knows people can be skeptical about the paranormal, and she agrees that the unexplained should be left alone. But when people are being terrorized in their own homes by something they cannot see, and children and pets are being visibly hurt by unforeseen forces, they need people like us who will go into these places, figure out how we can help them, take control, and take back their lives and homes. Not all hauntings are friendly. Some are truly evil. Porto's team has investigated numerous homes, businesses, and historical sites in Connecticut and along the East Coast. The team is planning a second investigation of Ramanya on April 6th. That's a good article. Again, this is called Ghost Hunter Finds Paranormal Activity at a Restaurant. It's by Jean Flabo Sonosevic, and it is from the New Haven Register. So what do you think of that?
I think that's pretty interesting. I mean, it sounded. My first thought when they were talking about the bags of flour flying around, the mallet, all kinds of crazy stuff. My first thought was poltergeist, because that's a lot of moving activity. But then she went on to see a man's legs and work boots and shadows, and I don't know. Yeah, that's definitely. Well, there's no question that it's an intelligent haunting for sure.
Oh, not at all. My thing though. So I know I'm a little paranoid, but I kind of feel like if I'm in a restaurant, right, and a mallet flies, I'm not thinking that's super friendly. That doesn't feel like lucky. Like a mallet flying at you. That doesn't feel like happy, lucky fun. That's like, oh my God.
I mean, you never know. He might have been grabbing the mallet to tenderize chicken or something. We don't know.
That's true. You know what? I only work with vegetarian stuff, so I didn't even think of that.
That's a side of the meat eating world that you don't know anything about.
Right.
Okay.
He was just trying to help out.
Yeah.
All right. So, do we have anything else we want to say about residual versus intelligent hauntings?
Pretty much covered everything.
I think so. So, if any of our listeners out there, you guys have kind of been slacking a little with sending me your ghost stories. Although a lot of people have been sending me, I'm going to send you a ghost story message. I would like to receive all of those. So if you guys have any examples in your own life of residual versus intelligent hauntings, please send them my way. ghosthuntinginengland@gmail.com. I did get one update on a story from one of our listeners, though.
Have a look at this.
So this comes all the way down from Australia, from Daniel. Hey, Daniel. And he sent this to me on Sunday. His Monday, as we're going to find out. I literally, right this minute, 2:35 a.m. Monday, local time, did my newspaper magazine delivery at the shop I mentioned in one of my stories. Jim, the angry ghost standing in the doorway at the back of the shop. And I noticed a strange effect. Nothing is different than any other morning except a huge but relatively dry thunderstorm has been through here. When I walked into the old shop, it was like walking into a crypt. Colder than outside, dark as a tomb, and the hair on my back stood on end. I suddenly realized there were two entities standing in the back of the shop. Jim, looking fainter than usual, and a darker person standing behind him. The dark one felt stronger. Looks like I may have to do more spirit interrogation. Well, thank you, Daniel, so much for sending that to me, that little quick update. And I hope you do a little more snooping around in that formal floral shop in Australia. And you can send us what the next entity's name is. And I would also like to point out to everyone, because that just reminded me, because Daniel's from Australia, is that if you go to our website, we do have a section on our website where you can donate to help the koalas being hurt by the fires down there. I have been talking to Daniel, and I do know he and his family, thank God, are in a place away from the fires, so he is not affected, and I am so thankful for that. But that's all the mail I got for this week. So, Will, do you have anything you want to plug? Anything you want to talk about?
Sure. So, as always, you can find the Long Island Paranormal Investigators at liparanormalinvestigators.com. We also do pretty much daily YouTube videos. If you just search Long Island Paranormal Investigators on YouTube. And then you can follow me personally at Will_Fox_paranormal on Instagram. And remember to DM me if you have a haunted doll in your hands that you don't want anymore. I will take it.
Yeah, send all your haunted dolls over to Will. Okay, well, thank you all so much. Will, thank you again for coming on and co-hosting and doing a tremendous amount of work with this episode. Thank you.
My pleasure.
So you can find me online at ghosthuntinginNewEngland.com, which I need to update, and I know that, and I'll hopefully do this week. You can find me on Instagram at ghosthuntinginNewEngland, Facebook.com/ghosthuntinginNewEngland, on Twitter, ghosthuntingNE. Thank you to everyone who's been following us on Twitter. Please continue to follow us. If you'd be so kind, please subscribe to our show and leave us a 5-star review in the Apple iTunes store. If you don't feel the show deserves 5 stars, just send me a private message telling me what I can do to make the show a little bit better for you. And as always, you can send a carrier pigeon to beautiful sunny Somerville, Massachusetts, care of Somerville Media Center. Thank you to Aaron Schilb, who did all of our introduction music for the show. And again, thank you so much to Will Fox, lead investigator of Long Island Paranormal Investigators, New York State Division. Thank you guys so much for listening. Have a great week. And as always, happy hunting.